All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 8 of the SJP Files. Now, I am your host, SJP, and over the last week, I was having microphone issues. If you listen to the week off little mini episode I put up on Saturday, I had a week off from work, but I also happened to be broke, so I couldn't get a new microphone, but I do have one now. So what we're going to talk about today is not a basketball show. Today's a football show. Tomorrow we're going to get back. We're going to get to basketball tomorrow. But today is a short, daily episode I'm trying out for this week. See how it works. See how I feel. It's going to be short, about 30-minute episodes, give or take. So today we're going to start. It's going to be all in the NFL today. Every single game. We're going to talk about wild card weekend that just popped off. All right, the Buffalo Bills against the Indianapolis Colts, the LA Rams, Seattle Seahawks, Tampa Bay Bucks, Washington football team, Baltimore Ravens, Tennessee Titans, the Chicago Bears, the New Orleans Saints, and the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, most of these games I honestly could care less about. I don't really. The New Orleans Chicago game really didn't matter. New Orleans wins. New Orleans won 21-9. I did not watch this game because I had very little interest in the game. Mitchell Trubisky, 19 for 29, 199 yards, 1 touchdown. That's pretty much it. I could, like I said, care less. Saints, Drew Brees, 28 for 39, 265, 2 touchdowns. Alvin Kamara, 23 carries, 99 yards, 1 touchdown. Great for him. Once again, this game didn't matter. Game was not interesting. Everybody knew who was going to win. Actually, I'm a little surprised that the score was 21-9. I mean, really? I expected the New Orleans, the Saints to drop like 40 points on the Bears. I really did. And this was an uneventful game, honestly. Not a lot happened, drives, punt, touchdown, turnover on downs, missed field goal, punt, fumble, field goal, punt, touchdown, punt, turnover on downs, touchdown. This game was boring, honestly. Next, we're going to get to the Baltimore Ravens and Tennessee Titans. Lamar Jackson got his first playoff win of the year. Of his career. Congratulations to Lamar. Very, surprised to see that. And this game kind of started out very much in the Titans' favor. I mean, Titans scored, and then on the next drive, the Baltimore Ravens threw an interception. Lamar Jackson threw an interception, and you thought, here we go again. Another bad, terrible game from Lamar. And another playoff disappointment for him, but that's not how it happened. After that, the Titans scored a field goal. The Ravens scored a field goal. Titans punted in the second quarter. Ravens start storming back. Touchdown in the second quarter. Forced the Titans to bunt. And then there's your end of the first half. Start of the second half. Titans touchdown. They're up 17-10. At this point, they were up 17-10. Titans punt, the Ravens punt, and then the Titans score a field goal, cut the lead to 4 points. The Ravens miss a field goal to go up 20-13. In the fourth quarter, the Titans punt. Ravens tack on another field goal, 20-13. Ryan Tannehill throws an interception in the fourth quarter, and game. And it was just game after that. The Ravens defense held Derrick Henry, who dropped 2,000 yards this season, to 18 carries, 40 yards, no touchdown. They just completely shut him down. This is a guy who's had his first 2,000 yard season this year, 378 carries, 2,027 yards, 5 yards of roughs, 17 touchdowns. Sorry about that. 17 touchdowns. And the Baltimore Ravens just completely shut him down. Next, GOAT Brady, That's what he's known. He is GOAT Brady. I'm a Patriots fan, so I'll always have love in my heart for Tom Brady. And since the Patriots didn't make the playoffs, I will be rooting for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It very much hurts me to say that, but that's just the way it is. My Patriots missed the playoffs behind Cam Newton's horrendous playoff season, so I'm basically stuck with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And this game was the score was 31-23, and don't let the score fool you. The game wasn't that close. The game was not that close. Tom Brady, 22 for 40, 381, 2 touchdowns. Leonard Fournette on the ground, 19 carries, 93 yards, 1 touchdown. Mike Evans on the receiving, 6 catches, 119 yards. He didn't have a chance. He didn't have a touchdown, but Chris Godwin and Antonio Brown both had a touchdown. Antonio Brown showing he could still play in this league. And as for the football team, they started Taylor. I don't even know how to Heckich, something like that. I can't even really pronounce the man's last name. But he had a very, very good game, very great showing. 26 for 44, 306, a touchdown, 6 carries, 46 yards, a touchdown. Great. Like, I wouldn't say great, but very, very good playoff showing for him. But like I said, the score does not indicate how much better the Tampa Bay Buccaneers were on the field. They pretty much dominated this game from start to finish. There was no real moment when I believe the Washington football team could actually win this game. First quarter, field goal by the Bucs, punt by the football team, punt by the Bucs, interception by the football team. Interception, yeah. Shotgun. Who threw the interception? Tyler Hitchcock throws an interception in the first quarter, and the Bucs come up with a touchdown. They're up 9-0 at the end of the first quarter. Well, they're up 9-0 at this point, and then the Washington football team goes on a 10-play, 75-yard touchdown drive, cut the lead down to 2, 9-7. Touchdown. Second quarter, Bucs open up with a touchdown, 5-play, 61-yard drive, 15-7 at this point. The football team punts on their next drive. Bucs tack on a field goal to go up 18-7. The football team punts. The Bucs punt. End of the half. Third quarter, field goal by the football team. Punt by the Bucs. Punt by the football team. Fumble by the Bucs. Football team touchdown. Cuts the lead 18-6. Bucs come back with field goal. Lead goes up to 21-16. Now, fourth quarter, punt. Then we have a touchdown by the Tampa Bay Bucs. 28. They go up 28-16. Touchdown by the football team, 28-23. Field goal by the Bucs, 31-23. Turnover on downs by the football team, and then that's the end of the game. Couple knees, and it's over. Now, the score makes it seem like this game was a hell of a lot closer because they were kind of going back and forth. But to me, there was never any real danger in the football team actually winning this game. That might just be my, bias towards, GOAT Brady. But I never really saw this game as something that the Bucs could actually lose. The Los Angeles Rams, this is another game that wasn't as close as I thought it would be because the Rams kind of dominated this game for the majority of the game. John Wolford got hurt in the first quarter, and then Jared Goff, came in 9 for 19, 155 yards, a touchdown. Cam Akers, 28 carries, 131 yards, 1 touchdown. As for the Seahawks, Russell Wilson, 11 for 27, 174 yards, 2 touchdowns, and an interception. He did not have a good game. I felt like the Seattle Seahawks very much underestimated the Los Angeles Rams, and they paid a price for it. Pretty much after the end of the first quarter, Rams up 3-0. End of the second quarter, we've got a field goal by the Seattle Seahawks, field goal by the Rams. Seahawks throw an interception, and Seahawks throw an interception, and D. Williams brings it back 42 yards for a touchdown. And then you got a touchdown by the Seahawks. So end of the second. And then you got another touchdown by the Rams, and then a punt and a turnover on down. So by the end of the second quarter at halftime, Rams are up 20-10. Third quarter, you got a field goal by the Seahawks, then a field goal by the Rams, still 10-point lead going into the fourth quarter. You had a touchdown by the Rams and then a touchdown by the Seahawks. And yeah, this game, I know it's only a 10-point game. Game wasn't that close. The Rams basically dominated this game from start to finish. And then the Indianapolis Colts and the Buffalo Bills. This game, I was very much surprised at. I did not think the Bills were going to win. I thought, the Bills were going to bill and they were choke, and that's not what happened. And, I, as a New England Patriots fan, my dislike for the Buffalo Bills is what's the word I'm looking for? It's natural. It just happens. I don't have any real animosity to Bills Mafia, but hey, I'm a Patriots fan. We play in the same division, so it's just a natural, I don't like you. Josh Allen, 26 for 35, 324, 2 touchdowns. Phillip Rivers, great game. His playoff woes continue, 27 for 46, 309, 2 touchdowns. He's probably going to get into the Hall of Fame, but this might be his last run. At the end, by halftime, the game was 10-14. 10-14. The Colts up, I believe. Yeah, Colts up 10-14. No, I think the Bills are up 14-10. Yeah, I don't remember. Yeah, Bills up 14-10, and then Bills tack on another field goal, and then tack on a touchdown in the third quarter, and then that's really when they started to pull away, and the Colts fought back in the fourth quarter, but the game was pretty much over. The game was pretty much over by then. They added a touchdown. Bills added a field goal. They added another touchdown. They punted, and then the game was pretty much over by that time. Now we're going to talk about the game that I really, really wanted to talk about. The Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Wow. Now, I wanted the Browns to win, but I did not expect them to win in such a dominating fashion because the score was 48-37. The game was not that close. Game was not that close. Baker Mayfield had a great outing. For all the people who thought Baker wasn't a franchise guy. He's a franchise quarterback. He is a franchise quarterback, and he just proved it. The Brownies, in the third quarter, you kind of thought at halftime, you really kind of thought that the Browns were pretty much going brown again. And because at the end of the first half, they were up 35-10. And you really thought, the Browns are going brown. And in the third quarter, the Pittsburgh Steelers scored 2 touchdowns, cut the lead from 35-10 to 35-23. And you think, oh my God, the Browns are actually going to blow this. But that's not what happened. In the fourth quarter, the Browns tack on a touchdown, tack on 2 more field goals. Ben Roethlisberger throws an interception. Ben Roethlisberger threw 4 interceptions in this game. I believe he threw 3 in the he threw 3 in the first half, 1 in the fourth quarter. Threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter. My God, a fumble. They started the game off with a fumble. Yeah, they started the game off with a fumble that the Browns recovered for a touchdown. And then they threw an interception. And then Browns score a touchdown. And then the Pittsburgh Steelers punt. And then the Browns score another touchdown. And then the Pittsburgh Steelers throw another interception. Browns score another touchdown. 28-zip at the end of the first quarter. The Browns crushed them. It looked like the Browns were going to drop 60 the way they were playing offensively and defensively. But Ben Roethlisberger, being the Hall of Fame quarterback that he is, multiple-time Super Bowl champion, he threw 47. He went 47 for 68, 500 yards, 4 touchdowns. He also threw 4 interceptions. A horrendous game by Big Ben. It might be time for him to hang it up because he could sling it like he used to, but sometimes he slings it to the other team. And I was just shocked by how dominant this game was. How I was completely floored by how much the Cleveland Browns basically just crushed the Pittsburgh Steelers, crushed them in a way I really wasn't expecting. I mean, like I said, by the end of the first half, this game's 35-10. By the end of the third quarter, it's 35-23. It looked like the Browns were going to choke, we're going to cough up another win. It really did. And credit to the Browns. They weathered the comeback storm from the Pittsburgh Steelers, and they just, shut the door on them in the fourth quarter with a touchdown and a couple of field goals, and that was it. That was all she wrote. The game was over. Big Ben throws a fourth quarter interception, and he just leaves the game, and that's it. And it sucks for the Pittsburgh Steelers, but congratulations to the Browns for their first playoff win since, I want to say, like 94 maybe. Yeah, this is their first playoff win since about 94, so 20 plus years. 25 years, I think, 25, 26 years since the Browns won a playoff game. And now next week, we're going to see what's up with the Cleveland Browns. Next week, I can't wait to see where everything goes, where all these guys get a chance to really, kind of really shine. And I believe I'm trying to figure out who in the blue hell the Browns are playing next week. So that's the Browns. It's just a shocking kind of event for that team, and I'm very, very, very happy for the Cleveland Browns to finally get their win. I'm happy for the Browns. The Browns got their win. So next week is going to be the divisional round of the playoffs. It looks like, let's see, on Saturday it's going to be the Rams and the Packers. It's going to be Rams and the Packers on Saturday, Ravens and Bills on Saturday in the late night game, and then on Sunday we got the Chiefs and the Browns, and the Bucks and the Saints. Not even next week. We're going to take a short break to hear from our sponsors, and then I'm going to give my 2 cents on who's going to win the divisional playoff weekend. All right. We are back. And where was I? The NFL divisional playoffs. Now the playoffs. We've got the Rams and the Packers on the Saturday afternoon game, and then the Saturday night game, Ravens Bills. The Sunday afternoon game, Browns Chiefs, and the Sunday night game, Bucks Saints. Now, the games I'm really looking forward to, honestly, are all on Sunday. I think the Ravens-Bills game could be interesting, or it could be a complete blowout. There's no real way to tell. I think the Packers are going to crush the Rams. But the Ravens-Bills game, they're pretty evenly matched. This could go either way. But the Browns, I really want to see how the Chiefs basically haven't played in almost 3 weeks. Haven't played a real game in like 3 weeks. So the reigning Super Bowl champions going up against the upstart Browns, who just won their first playoff game. Could they win a second? Go to the AFC Championship game. And the game I'm really, really interested in is basically the third meeting between the Bucks and the Saints. I believe that they split the regular season series between these two teams. If memory serves, they did split the regular season meeting. So their last meeting, the Saints crushed the Bucks 38-3. Yep. That is terrible. That is horrendous. But I don't think that's what you're going to get. But that was weeks ago. I don't think the Bucks have lost since then. Since they got crushed by the Saints, they just haven't. I don't believe they've lost since then. So either the Saints won both regular season meetings, or the Bucks went one, or they split the season series. I'm leaning towards the Saints won both games, but you're not beating Tom Brady 3 times in one season. That's just not gonna happen. So Bucks and the Chiefs. I mean the Browns and the Chiefs. I don't know why I said Bucks. Bucks on the brain, but Browns and the Chiefs. This game's a little. Their last meeting was basically almost 3 years ago. About 2 years ago, a little over 2 years ago. Chiefs won 37-21. Two completely different teams right now. The Chiefs have the best offense in the NFL. Top 16 defense, best passing attack. The Browns, on the other hand, 16th in offense, 17th in defense, 24th in passing, but they're third in rushing. So we're going to see. We're going to see if the Browns are for real. I expect the Browns to lose. I do not expect them to get crushed. I expect the Browns to put up a real fight against the Kansas City Chiefs. That's what I'm expecting. I expect the Bucs and the Saints. I expect this to be an absolute shootout with two of the best offenses in the league. I expect this to be a complete and utter shootout. And as for the Saturday night games, I expect the Packers to blow out the Rams. I don't think they belong on the same field. And as for the Ravens, I think this could very much be a defensive matchup. We got two incredibly well. We got two top 15 defenses. The Bills have the second best offense in the NFL behind the Kansas City Chiefs. They're third in passing, 20th in rushing. The Ravens have the best rushing attack in the league and the worst passing attack in the league. So the question is, can Lamar Jackson really, because I don't think he's going to be able to run the way he was running, and I don't think Josh Allen's going to have the passing game he had last week against the Indianapolis Colts. I don't think he's going to have the same passing attack. I think this game could go one of other two ways. This game could be a very close defensive, low-scoring game, like the Titans and the Ravens and the Titans, 20-13. Or to win this game, the Bills are going to need to keep it high-scoring. To win this game, the Bills are going to need to put up points. The lower the score, the more it favors the Ravens. The higher score, the more it favors the Bills. I think the Bills just have the better, more complete offense. And the Ravens may have, without question, the best rushing attack in the league, especially with Lamar Jackson running the football from the quarterback position. But overall, I think the Bills are the better team. I think the Bills win here. I think it's a close game, kind of in the mid-20s. If the Ravens can keep it below from the teens, like they did with the Titans, if they can keep it teens, 20s, they have a chance to win. If we're talking high 20s, low 30s, I think the Bills win without question. So that is my picks for the divisional games in the NFL playoffs. We're going to talk quite shortly, about the NBA. Last night we had some games. We had some games in the NBA last night. What is this? What the hell is that? I don't know. Somebody just fucked up my score. But what the hell? I have no idea what just happened with my computer. But the NBA.com just threw me to Sky Sports. What the hell? What the hell cares about Sky Sports? You know what? Never mind. Doesn't matter. But the Boston Celtics and the Miami Heat postponed their game. The Utah Jazz beat the Pistons 96-86. The Clippers won a very close game against the Chicago Bulls, which is shocking. Zach LaVine had 45 points, almost at the game tying 3 to send this game into overtime, but missed. Sorry for Zach. His team, Zach has been playing very, very well, especially the last couple games. He had 45 tonight, had like 38 a couple days ago on like Friday. So, good on very much good on Zach LaVine. A very, very good player. He's at 45 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists for him. He hit 10 threes last night. Really went to basically war with the LA Clippers. I mean, this game did not look as good as I think it should have been. This game was a lot closer than maybe it should have been, but this happens a lot in the NBA, where teams just get, crossed like that. Let's see, the Oklahoma City Thunder beat the Brooklyn Nets. The Brooklyn Nets 5-6, off to a slow start, but I'm not worried. Still not worried. Kyrie Irving's missed a couple of games with some personal time. I don't know what the hell that means, but some personal time from Kyrie. Let's see. This game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with 31 points. Shout out to Shai. SGA, 31 points, 6 rebounds, 7 assists. Kevin Durant for the Nets, 36, 11, 4. What's more is there to say? I mean, Kevin looks like he hasn't missed a beat. Completely healthy, 100%, looks great. Now, as long as this team gets Kyrie Irving back, we're good. If not, God, it's going to be a long year. The Denver Nuggets blow out the New York Knicks. Don't care. Excuse me. And the LA Lakers dominate the Houston Rockets. LeBron James, 18, 7 and 7. Anthony Davis, 26, 4 and 1. It's rare for Anthony Davis to only have 4 rebounds. That's a strange game for him. But in this game, DeMarcus Cousins got, ejected, I believe, for essentially clotheslining LeBron James. And then we had a really hard foul and Markieff Morris also got ejected, got fouled by DeMarcus Cousins, and he went right up to him. So, shout out to Mark, shout out to Keith, the good Morris twin for standing up for himself, getting in Boogie's face. But Boogie's already been ejected twice, and we're in week 4. We're week 4, and DeMarcus Cousins has been ejected twice. You have got to be kidding me. Keith, Boogie. Seriously, man, what are we doing here? What are we doing here, Boogie? THT has 17 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists off the bench. Kyle Kuzma, 13 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist off the bench. Another strong showing from the LA Lakers. The Golden State Warriors pulled out another win. Steph Curry is, my man. Steph is starting to cook. Steph is very much starting to cook. He had a very bad game. But, he's starting to cook in other aspects. Not tonight. Not on Sunday. But on Saturday, he was cooking. Had 38 points. He's also had a 62-point game last week, which I really wanted to talk about, but my microphone crapped out on me, so I couldn't really get to it. But anyway, Steph starting to cook, starting to pick it up. Kelly Oubre still can't shoot. Andrew Wiggins still, no heart, but they're winning. James Wiseman is starting to show up, but they've put together a nice couple good wins lately. And then last game, Wolves beat the Spurs. Don't care. With the standings, the Philadelphia Eagles, the Philly 76ers, and the Boston Celtics are basically tied for the first spot in the Eastern Conference. Philly's got the tiebreaker. Indiana, Orlando, Milwaukee, New York, Cleveland, Charlotte, those are your top 8. LaMelo Ball just had his first triple-double, youngest to ever have a triple-double. It was 22, 11, and 10 from the court. LaMelo has had a great showing, beat his older brother Lonzo a couple days ago during the weekend. Right now, first of all, he needs more minutes on that team. He needs to be put into the starting lineup. I would probably move Terry Rozier to the 2, put LaMelo at the 1, and move, Devontae Graham to the bench, because LaMelo is just balling out right now, and he needs more playing time. I know they want to make the playoffs, but to me, it looks like your best option to make the playoffs is to put LaMelo Ball on the starting lineup. He just looks better. He looks right now as what we thought Lonzo would look at his rookie year. He may not be better than Lonzo right now, but he's definitely better than Lonzo was in his rookie year. He could shoot it. He could stroke it. People thought, his jump shot wouldn't translate. It's translating. And in the Western Conference, we got the Lakers at the top of the West, 8-3. The Suns, 7-3. Clippers, 6-4. You got the Jazz, the Warriors, the Dallas Mavericks, the Portland Trailblazers, and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Those are your top 8 in the Western Conference. I'm surprised the New Orleans Pelicans aren't up here. I'm very surprised that the Golden State Warriors are up here. I thought they were going to suck to high heaven all year this year. And it's only like week 4 and they're 6-4, but still, I was not expecting them to be at 500 at any point this season. Or I was expecting them maybe to be at 500, maybe at the end of the year, but I did not expect them to be, over 500 really at any point this year. And they're only 2 games over 500, so a lot can still go wrong, but they look like they've really, come together. They're playing for Steph. You still got an incredibly inefficient Kelly Oubre Jr., and Andrew Wiggins has no soul, as I've repeatedly stated, so that's pretty much how it is. And all right, that's it for the weekend observations for the NBA. And then I believe that tomorrow or later today, the NBA should come out with the power rankings for week 4. So I will be going over that tomorrow morning. This is the SJP Files episode 8. I am your host, SJP, and I hope you like this, daily format for the show. See you again tomorrow.